Hey guys, Nacho Dad here. We're going to be working on the Baja DB30 today. It's the 212 Predator swap mini bike I've got. It's already got the quick and dirty exhaust with the removable muffler. It's 3/4 inch pipe. I just cut the flange off the factory muffler and welded a piece of threaded 3/4 pipe onto it. So that gives us quick dirty exhaust. I put a plastic tank up by the handlebars in front of the seat. I took the factory tank off, cleans it up underneath a little bit. I think I'm going to cut these ears off later and clean it up a little bit better. But today we're going to be working on a chain tensioner for this thing. When I got it, it just had a skateboard wheel in there and it had seized up, and this was resting on the bolt in the middle of the skateboard wheel. So we're going to work on a tensioner today, and instead of buying one or getting a little one, I figured this chain's got a lot of slop in it. It's probably the factory chain, and it's going to be getting upgraded soon when I get the torque converter. So I just went down to the hardware store and picked up about $10 worth of hardware. It's 3/8 2.5 inch bolt, some nuts for it, two big 2.5 inch fender washers, some little washers, a spring, just some various little hardware, then a piece of flat stock with some holes drilled in it, and then some shoulder bearings, and then for that, little 1-inch vinyl tubing. And I want to show you with this hardware from the hardware store. I bought it all at Ace this morning. We're going to put it all together and make it work. Alright, so you're just kind of perched up above me there so you can see what I'm doing. These are little shoulder bearings, and they're 1/16", I think, but you can squeeze them into this 1-inch vinyl pretty easy. I've already done this a few times today, so it's easy by now. I'm going to take the bolt and the fender washer, slide that on. I'm going to slide the bearings with the tube over it on it, and I'm going to slide the other fender washer on. Put a washer on that. Actually, we're not going to put a washer on that. Probably should, but it didn't have one on it before. Tighten that up good. So we will put a washer there. Slide it through the rod. Before I do that, I forgot to get a bolt for this, so this one's a little long. I'll put that in there. Put a washer on there. Wrong nut, right nut. Then tighten that down. So now that's tight. Middle still rolls good. And that'll sit up here on the chain and go right there. So now we're going to take a short bolt, put the washer on it, slide this up and in there, and through. I think you can still kind of see me, so I'm going to do a washer on there, then I'm going to put this nut on there just to hold it. Alright, so that's what it looks like on there. That's what we want. And we're going to tighten this nut up just until it's snug. We still got to be able to move that, but it needs to be tight. Alright, so we've got it on there. It's snug, loose enough to move, double nutted so it won't come loose. And now we're going to put the spring on there. Alright, and that's what it looks like when it's done. Keeps it nice and tight. Chain lines up good in the middle. And then that's the beauty of it, is you can move it in and out to line up with your chain just by adding and removing washers and setting it up. This is probably the 4th time I put it together to get everything set up right. But now the chain rides right in the middle. And that's how you make a $10 hardware store chain tensioner for your mini bike. Alright, hit me up on Instagram. I've got an Instagram now. It's Nacho Dad's Garage. Might get a Twitter, might get a Facebook. I don't know. It's just something I'm doing for fun. Alright guys, have a good one.